Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about hemodialysis machine. First one, introduction of hemodialysis machine. Hemodialysis machine is a medical device used to perform hemodialysis, a life-saving treatment for patients with severe kidney failure, especially those with chronic kidney and disease of end-stage renal disease. In healthy individuals, the kidney remove waste products, excess fluids and toxins from the blood. When the kidney fail, the hemodialysis machine takes over function by filtering the blood outside the body and returning clean blood back to the patient. Next, detailed definition of hemodialysis machine. Hemodialysis machine is a medical device used to remove waste products, excess fluid, and toxins from the blood. When the kidney are unable to perform these functions, as in renal failure, the purpose of hemodialysis machine remove metabolic waste like urea and creatine, maintain electrolyte balance like potassium, calcium, sodium, and it correct the acid base imbalance. It remove excess fluid and ultrafiltration, maintain overall hemostatics. The components of hemodialysis machine. Blood pump is a component of hemodialysis machine. It is responsible for moving the patient's blood from the vascular access and through the extracorporeal circuit, tubing and dialyzer, and it back to the body control and continuous manners. The main functions of hemodialysis machines to maintain and steady regulated the blood flow through a dialyzer. First of all, it ensure the adequate contact time between the blood and dialyzer machine for effective waste removal. Prevent blood stagnations and clotting of air entrapment in the extracorporeal circuit and safely features like arterial and venous pressure monitor. Work with the pump to detect any occasions of discontinuation connections and the air detectors air bubbles does not in the circulation. Actually the machines will automatically stop the pump and if the dangerous condition is detected. Example like high pressures and disconnections, it may cause air bubbles. Pump is key components of the hemodialysis machine and the machine will automatically stop the pump and if dangerous condition, uh, and then hemodialysis machine is responsible for moving the patient's blood from the vasculars and through the extracorporeals like tubing and dialyzers and back to the body in the control and continuous manner. The main functions to it maintain and steady regulate blood flow and through the dialyzer. Ensure adequate contact time between the blood and dialyzer membrane for effective waste removal and to prevent the blood stagnations and clotting air entrapment in the extracorporeal and circuit. Next, we are discussing about heparin pump. Heparin pump is essential components of hemodialysis machine that delivers and has control of dose of heparin. It's an anticoagulant into the extracorporeal blood circuit. It helps to prevent the blood clotting in the dialyzer and blood lines during the dialysis procedure. The main functions of heparin pump is to prevent the clot formation, the blood tubings and dialyzer, artificial kidney, vascular access sites, ensure interpreted and blood flow and efficient dialysis by maintaining patency of the extracorporeal. Next, types of the heparin deliver. First one is initial bolus dose, a single large dose at the beginning of dialysis, then continuous infusion. It is a small and continuous dose throughout the dialysis section. Next, the intermittent dosing of types of heparin delivery system. Its dose given by an fixed interval during the section. Heparin free dialysis, if contraindicated, there is no heparin used in the saline. Flushes may be given instead. Next, the other next parts of the dialysis machine is dialyzer. Dialyzer is the main part, and it is also known as the artificial kidney. Dialyzer is also known as the key and components of dialysis machines, and it is that perform the actual filtration of the blood, and it remove the waste products and toxins and excess fluid from the body process. The main process of dialyzer: diffusion, ultrafiltration, and osmosis. Structure of the dialyzer: first one, the outer casing, then it is made up of and plastic and transparent, houses internal fibers and dialysate compartment. Next part is hollow fiber capillaries. It's thousands of tiny hollow tubes made up of semi-permeable membrane. Example like polysulfone, cellulose. These are the hollow fiber membranes. Next, semi-permeable membrane of dialyzer. It allows selective movement of small solutes like urea, creatine, potassium, water by ultrafiltration. Resist the passage of blood cells and proteins. It has a blood inlet and outlet portion, and for it connected to arterial and venous blood line. The dialysate inlet or outlet ports for fresh and used dialysate flow. It has the dialysate delivery system, means it's a crucial component of hemodialysis machine, responsible for preparing and delivering regulate the dialysis solution. The solution helps remove waste and excess electrolytes and fluids from the patient blood. The dialyzer and the functions of dialysate delivery system means first we mix the dialysate concentrate and water to form a properly balanced solution. Next, we deliver the dialysate to the dialyzer at the control flow rate and temperature. Maintain the proper composition of electrolytes and buffer. Then the monitor safety parameters like conductivity, temperature, and pH. The last one is remove used dialysate from the system and after it passes through the dialyzer. Main components of the dialysate delivery system is dialysate concentrate. There are two parts. First one, acid concentrate, then bicarbonate concentrate. Acid contains sodium, potassium, calcium, chlorine, magnesium, or citric acid and acetate. Then bicarbonate concentration, source of buffer. It mixes with purified water and precise proportions. Then the water supply and purification system of dialysate means the uses of RO. RO means reverse osmosis water. The remove contaminates microbes and chemicals. Water and must be AIM standards. Next, mixing systems of it automated mixing of water and add concentration in exact proportions. It produces the final dialysate solution with the specific conductivity and typically 30 to 50 minutes. Then the heating system means it maintains the dialysate temperature at 35 to 37 degree for patient safety comfort. The last conductivity sensor means measures the electrolytes concentration of dialysate, ensure proper and mixing the concentration of electrolytes. Then triggers in alarms if outside and safe range. Then pH sensor means monitor acid base balance of dialysate and prevent metabolic acidosis or alkalosis. Flow control valves and pumps. It maintains the proper dialysate flow, usually 500 to 800 ml per minute. It assures and consistent delivery to the dialyzer. The last one is temperature sensor and drain system. Temperature sensor is ensure dialysate is too hot or cold, and the abdominal temperature triggers alarms and shuts off the flow. Drain system means collect and safely dispose of used dialysate and prevent the backflow of contaminations. Pressure monitor. The other part of the hemodialysis machine is pressure monitor. Pressure monitor in hemodialysis machine are electronic sensor that measures and the monitor pressure at various points in a extracorporeal blood or circuit. The ensures safe and blood flow, detect the abnormalities like clots or any disconnections, and helps in maintaining the optimal dialysis performance. Main types of pressure monitors. First one, arterial monitors. The arterial pressure monitors location between the vascular access. It means the arterial needle and the blood pump. The normal range is minus 50 to 250 mm Hg. It means the negative pressure. The functions of pressure monitors is monitor the suction applied to draw the blood from the patient, and it detects the needle dislodgement and assess the problems, and it's like a stenosis or clotting, kinks or air in the line. The last one is alarm. If pressure became too negative, examples and block the lines or assess. Next one is a venous pressure monitor. First one is arterial, and then the second one is venous pressure monitor. Location after dialysis and the before return to the patient. It's the normal range is positive range 52 to 50 mm Hg. It is known as positive pressure. The function of venous pressure like monitor resistant to returning the blood to the patient, and it detects any clotting in the dialyzer or venous chamber. It's like in kink in the tubings and poor venous access. The alarm means if the pressure rises sharply and indicating obstruction or any clot. The next one is transmembranous pressure, TMP monitor. TMP monitor is a definition. It's the pressure of difference across the dialyzer membrane. Then the dialysate pressure monitor. It's a location on the dialysate side of the dialyzer. The main function of dialysate pressure monitor is first one, measure the pressure of dialysate flow and assistance in calculating TMB. TMB means transmembranous pressure monitor. It ensures the proper dialysate flow and safety. Next one is air detector and air trap. Air detector and air trap are critical safe components in the hemodialysis machine that prevents air embolism and serious potential fatal condition caused by the air entering the patient bloodstream. Air detector means air trap. It is also known as a venous strip chamber. The location of between the air trap, venous strip chamber position after the dialyzer and before the venous bloodline returns to the patient. Next, structure and functions of air detector. A transparent chamber that is allowed to blood to drip into it and lets air bubbles rises to the top and be trapped. It ensures only bubble free and blood is passed forward. Then it contains a filter or foam trapped air is separating air from the blood. Sometimes it is also called a venous bubble trap or venous air tray. The air detector is means location immediately after a air trap on the venous line and before blood returns to the patient. The types of air detectors typically an ultrasound sensor. The functions of ultrasound sensors is continuously scan the blood flowing and through the tubing for the presence and air bubbles forms. Detect micro bubbles invisible to naked eye. Air detectors, the first one is air detectors is triggers an alarm. Then we stop the blood pump immediately, clamp the venous line, and prevent air from entering the patient body. Alarm and safety ensure features. If air is detected, visual and audio alarms are activated in hemodialysis machine and enters the bypass mode. Venous clamp closes and block the returns of the blood, and operator must be now manually inspected and remove air. Reset the system before resuming the dialysis. The ultrafiltration and control system is another part of the hemodialysis machines, and ultrafiltration means UF control system is a component of hemodialysis machine that manages the removal of excess fluid from the patient blood by controlling the transmembranous pressure and across the dialyzer membrane. The main advantages of ultrafiltration controlled system means a patient with kidney failure return the excess fluids, and UF ultrafiltration remove these fluids to reduce edema. The components of ultrafiltration control system, first one is UF pump, then is pressure monitor sensor and balancing the chambers of flow monitors. Precisely regulate the first one, the ultrafiltration pump. It's regulate the amount of fluid removed and works with the sensors to match the prescribed ultrafiltration rate. Example 500 ml per hour. The pressure sensor means it measures the arterial, venous and dialysate pressures and calculate the TMT in real time. Next, balancing the chambers of flow monitors. In some machines used to match incoming and outgoing dialysate volume to ensure the accurate fluid removal. Control interface, it allows the operator to set and total UF volume, example 2 liters, and UF rate, ultrafiltration rate is example 500 ml per monitor and display UF progress. The last is safety alarm, triggers if the ultrafiltration rate exceed limit and TMB is too high or low, and then fluid imbalance is detected. Thank you.